Hello mech warriors. Today I would like to talk about the AS7-D. Atlases in general are extremely sturdy mechs and are able to inflict but also sustain tremendous amount of punishment. Their design is not made for long-range poking games with their slow movement and wide hardpoints. Instead, Atlases are best suited in a juggernaut role, moving towards the enemy and with devastating firepower destroy the closest enemies and never stop until everyone or the Atlas pilot himself is destroyed. The AS7-D variant comes with extra armor quirks to multiply the tankiness of this mech even further, and comes with 4 energy, 2 ballistic and 2 missile hardpoints. This balanced variety and being a 100-ton mech leaves us a lot of room for creativity with our builds. A very important aspect of this mech that makes it a successful close-range fighter is its ability to effectively roll the damage across the whole mech, if you use its arms for shielding especially. The AS7-D comes with a -5% ballistic cooldown, a -5% AC-20 cooldown, a -10% missile cooldown, and a -25% crit hit receiving in order to protect our big guns, and a lot of extra armor across the whole mech. The obvious drawback of the Atlas is that you are a huge and slow-moving target. This, with bad positioning or without faster friendly mech support, makes it quite easy to get flanked and surrounded by wolf-packing enemy fast mechs. With all this in mind, I would like to show you 2 builds that in my opinion make good use of this mech. The Dreadnought. 4 medium lasers, 1 AC-20 with 3 tons of ammo, 2 SRM-6s with 2 tons of ammo, a targeting computer MK1, 17 double heatsinks with 7 external. We also used a standard engine 360 and endosteel. This build is simple and an extremely straightforward brawler. We take advantage of the 4 energy hardpoints using the 4 medium lasers in order to make a more balanced brawler that has the SRM and AC-20 burst combo like other Atlases, but at the same time the 4 medium laser and AC-20 combo in case we are out of SRM range, since this is a very slow mech. We also use a standard engine, so in case we lose both torsos, we still have the 2 medium lasers in the center torso and we can go zombie mode. The Ironman. 2 AC-5s with 4 tons of ammo, 1 MRM-30, 1 MRM-20 with 3.5 tons of ammo, 2 medium lasers, 15 double heatsinks with 5 external, a light engine of 360, and we also used endosteel. We were forced to strip some armor on the new weaponless arms, legs and our cockpit armor. In this build, we throw bigger missile salvos than the Dreadnought build, since MRMs need only 2 hardpoints in order to give you a nice 50 damage salvo. Also, we utilize both ballistic hardpoints with our dual AC-5s, and we kept only the center torso medium lasers. And so we converted both arms, which are great for shielding, into shield arms. The MRMs and the AC-5 have more than 600 meters optimal range, so this build is more flexible than the Dreadnought build. Though the MRMs and especially the AC-5s require more phase time, since the MRMs fire in a stream fashion and the AC-5s are damage over time weapons. Also, with the light engine we used in order to fit heavier weaponry, if we lose both side torsos, we get destroyed. A very easy conversion for this build is to remove the medium lasers and replace the AC-5s for Ultra AC-5s. As for the skill tree, in firepower we went for missile spread, high explosive, 1 magazine capacity, 1 missile rack, heat generation and cooldown nodes. In survival, it's extremely important for this mech, maximum structure, armor and crit receiving, in order to multiply the minus 25% crit receiving quirk of this mech. In sensors, we went for 40% radar deprivation and max seismic, and the extra consumable slot. We use the exact same skill tree for both builds. In this match, we are in Polar Highlands, which is notorious for being an LRM and sniper paradise, and a nightmare for mechs like a close-range Atlas. Hopefully, we got an aggressive team that is willing to follow an Atlas push. Having an aggressive team that follows your push is extremely important for this build especially, since you want your teammates to do damage while you march forward and the enemy is occupied with you or try to escape from you. Our friendly Orion has done us a great favor pushing so aggressively, but with his faster speed he overextended a bit and got more attention from the enemy. So I try to march further in order to share my armor. The enemy team does not expect this kind of pushes in this map, especially in solo queue, so we overwhelm them very fast. Shooting your medium lasers beyond 500 meters is pointless, but at the same time they are the most long-range weapons we got with this build, so they are great as gap fillers. This team was great. Let's see the end score and go for the second dreadnought match. In the second match, we are in the hot Caustic Valley. This time, I want to show you the 1 versus 1 capability against other assault mechs and the amount of punishment this mech can receive. Again, we use our medium lasers as a gap-filling weapon, since we are very slow and we cannot be always in SRM and AC-20 range. But hopefully, at some point, this will change. Now, all we have to do is to shoot our SRMs and AC-20 along with our medium lasers and twist and shield with our left or right arm.
Sure, sweet. I got one.
Normally, with so damaged soldiers, I should have lost some weapon system, but with our minus crit receiving quirk we have, amplified with our skill tree, I haven't lost anything. Almost anything. I have lost my left arm, which had a medium laser.
Get him. Nice.
Let's go for the Iron Man. In the Iron Man match, we are in Crimson Strait, which is a great map in general for our Atlas. This time, with our MRM and AC5 combo, we have more than 600 meters range to work with, so we can keep some distance and don't have necessarily to hunt down our enemies. Instead, we can play as an immovable object and stop the enemy from pushing us in this tunnel. This build has the range and the hit efficiency to hold this position almost without stop shooting. When needed, we go back to cover in order to cool off while shielding with our left arm.
target acquired.
At this point, we get a call that something spectacular happened, so we go to check this out. And these were my thoughts on the AS7-D.